Welcome. In this overview, you'll get the key tools you need to start navigating the Discover interface efficiently. Always keep in mind that Discover is read-only for everyday users, so don't be shy to click around and explore. Login. Your technical team will provide the web address for the login page along with your credentials. Depending on how your instance is set up, you'll land either on the search page or the dashboard. Either way, you can always return to the search page by clicking the folder icon. Note that this login has full admin rights, so depending on your role, some of the options you'll see may not be available on your end. Search page. Most end users spend the majority of their time on the search page. This is where you can drill into your file tree, search using built-in tools or manual queries, export data, and more. Quick tip. Hovering over most elements in the interface, like graphics, icons, or tags, will give you extra information. One more thing to keep in mind. Some results might open in a new tab, so you can explore without losing your place. Documentation. Just a quick note before we go any further. Everything you'll see in this video, along with all other features, is explained in detail in our online documentation. The best part? You don't need to remember any links. The docs are just a click away, right from the user interface. Click the gear icon, select Help, then docs.discoverdata.com. Under the User Guide section, you'll find several helpful options. For example, there's a quick reference card that highlights the key elements of using Discover and provides a visual overview of the interface. When you open the full user guide for core features, you'll see a table of contents on the right. Anytime you see a highlighted word in the body text, you can click it to jump straight to that section. Just click the logo anytime to head back to the main menu. Volumes. On the left, you'll see all your storage repositories, highlighted in green. In our documentation, we refer to these as volumes, and you'll hear us use that term throughout our videos. You can click on any volume to drill down into its directories, or use the drop-down list at the top to quickly switch between volumes. Now, your setup might look a little different depending on how your instance is configured. What you're seeing here are called top paths, a way to group volumes for better organization. The first group is always all top paths, which includes all indexed volumes. Additional groups can be customized, sometimes organized by location, department, or project, depending on what makes the most sense for your environment. You can hover over the fill bars to get quick info on total, used, and available space for each volume. Hovering over a volume will also show you the last indexing time and date. If you're unsure about your indexing schedule, check with your technical team. Wondering what happens if new data is indexed while you're working? By default, Discover automatically refreshes the interface every 20 minutes, whether there's new data or not. Your technical team can adjust this refresh interval to fit what makes sense for your environment. And finally, if you need access to the most current data, beyond what was captured in the last index, there's a feature called Live View File Action. It can be configured to show real-time data. Be sure to check out our dedicated video on that feature for all the details. Directories. Just below the volumes, you'll see a list of directories. These belong to the volume you're currently pointing to. When you hover over a directory in the left pane, you'll get a quick summary of its attributes. Each directory also displays fill bars. Red shows usage by size. Orange shows the number of items. You can drill down into directories using either the left pane or the results pane. If you're wondering why the directories sometimes differ between the two panes, here's why. The left pane only shows directories that contain data. Empty directories won't appear there, but you will see them in the results pane. Charts. The first time you log in, you'll see these charts summarizing the data in your selected path. The charts update as you navigate through the index, but note, they won't update based on search results. You can switch between different types of analytics using the drop-down menu. File age modified or accessed. See how old your files are, based on when they were last changed or opened. Top directories. Identify which directories take up the most space or contain the most files. Top file types. Get a breakdown of the most common file types in your dataset. You can also apply filters to narrow down the view. Keep in mind, filters stay active until you remove them manually, and they also affect what's shown in other analytics. Don't worry, you can always tell if filters are applied by checking the summary area. Clicking on a bar or slice in the chart will open those specific results in the pane below. Now, if your main goal is to drill into folders or perform searches, and the charts aren't helpful in the moment, you can collapse them using this button to make more room for the results pane. Also worth noting, pages load a bit faster with charts hidden, so feel free to toggle them based on your use case. Path bar. As you drill down, you can always see where you are using the path bar. Even better, you can click any directory in the path to jump straight back to it, without having to step back one level at a time. Green bar. The green bar at the top is super helpful. It keeps you oriented as you work. When you're drilling down, it shows the current path you're in. Once you start searching, whether using built-in tools or manual queries, it updates to show the criteria used for that query. It also displays the number of items found and the total size of the results on the current page. Depending on the type of search, you may also see Save, Edit, or Remove buttons. These are used to manage your personal queries, and we cover that in more detail in a separate video. You can close the green bar at any time using the X on the right. Just keep in mind, it'll pop back up the next time you drill down or run a search. Bottom line, you really need it, so why fight it? Items per page. You can choose to display anywhere from 10 to 1,000 results per page. And the reason for that limit? Speed, speed, and more speed. Some searches can return millions of items, and keeping the number of results per page in check helps the interface load quickly and stay responsive. Now, let's say your setting is 50 results per page, and your search returns more than that. You'll see multiple pages of results. So, the number of results per page and the number of pages are directly connected. Extension bar. Whether you're drilling down or running a query, Diskover shows you which file extensions appear in your results, along with how many of each. If you want to focus on a specific type, just click on the extension to instantly filter your results. Results pane. The results pane is both customizable and actionable. First, you can show more columns or hide some by clicking the gear icon and selecting Settings. Headers with a check mark are hidden. Your selections are saved automatically as cookies in your browser. You can also resize columns by dragging the bars between header titles. Next, when you see a directory, you can click the I information icon to view its attributes. A new tab will open, showing all the base metadata attached to that folder. To view attributes for a file, just click on the file itself. That opens a new tab with the same layout and options as the directory view. If any extra metadata was indexed, you'll find it listed under Extra Fields. You'll also see several actionable icons. They are either self-explanatory or covered in other videos. You can sort your data right here in the results pane. Let's look at the legend. Gray arrows in the column headers mean the column is unsorted. A blue arrow shows the primary sort, and a green arrow shows the secondary sort. To change the primary sort, just click the arrow on the column you want to sort. To update the secondary sort, click the green arrow to remove it, then assign it to another column. And finally, if you need more advanced sorting or filtering, we recommend exporting your results as a CSV file and opening it in Excel. We walk you through that process in a separate video. Navigation buttons. Most aren't used often, but a few are definitely handy. Top. Takes you back to the top of the volume. You can do the same by clicking the root in the path bar or just reselecting the volume. Up. Moves you up one directory at a time, but the path bar is often a better option. back and forward arrows. These work just like your browser's arrows. Use whichever you're more comfortable with. Hide tree. Want more space in the results pane? Click this to hide the left side directory tree. You can bring it back anytime by clicking the icon again. Hide charts. To hide and unhide the charts as seen earlier. Reload. This refreshes the left pane and the charts, but just a heads up, it won't load in any new indices. Settings. Let's head back to the gear icon and take a quick look at the settings panel. One setting we highly recommend enabling is Show Times in Local Time Zone under the Time Display section. This helps avoid confusion when reviewing timestamps, like indexing times, throughout the interface. We already covered how to show or hide columns in the results pane. From time to time, you may get a message from Diskover suggesting that you clear your cache or cookies, and this is the place to do it. Most changes here are saved automatically as cookies in your browser, so there's usually no need to save unless you see a Set button. That being said, your settings won't carry over if you switch from, say, Chrome to Safari. It's not ideal, but easy to set in just a few clicks. Stay curious, stay in control with Diskover.